So what's up today, guys? We are going to talk about A+ setup checklist you should be taking before you you should be looking at before you take any trade. If you follow your A+ checklist and make sure everything is ticked before you take your trade, you will only take the best setups. No stupid setups, no revenge trade setups, no setups you know you shouldn't be taking. Just if you follow a checklist, your win rate is going to be significantly higher and your profitability is going to be significantly higher. So let's get into it. So the first thing I always look for before I take any trade is my market structure. And what do I mean by market structure? Well, price is going to be doing one out of three things. We're either going to be trending downwards, right? We're going to be trending upwards, or we're going to be stuck in a range. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is identify what market environment we are in. What is our market structure? Well, clearly jumping onto the charts here, I can see price is making a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So now I can see that price is in a clear downtrend. We have created bearish market structure. Now, what does that mean? Great. Now I've identified the market structure is bearish. I'm only going to be looking for sells. Okay, I don't want to go against the market structure. And because the market structure is telling me lower highs and lower lows, I just want to continue with the market and I want to ride it towards the downside until market structure tells me otherwise. So sweet. I've got my market structure, which is bearish. So that includes that so that means my bias is bearish and I should be looking for sells for today. Perfect. Now that's the first box tick. Now the second box is I need my range. So now I know that my market structure is bearish. I want to see my most recent trading range, my swing high to my swing low. What range are we in? Well, I can see we have a high and then we have a low. And then we broke this low. Okay, how do I know this is a valid low? I can't get into that, but if you are part of the mentorship, you know exactly why this is a valid low and which lows and highs we focus on. But if you're not a part of the mentorship, I recommend watching the first video on my YouTube channel. It's going to be the most important video I probably ever put on YouTube. Everything will come back to that. So watch the market structure video and it should definitely help. So then we have a low. So we have a high here because this is the highest point between a low and where we broke it. And then we have this low here. And then we break that. So that's a break a structure. So now we have a new low, a new high, and then we have a new low. So now I know I've identified we have a bearish market structure. I also now know that my range is between this high and this low. We are trading between this high and this low. So let me move this up here. So what can I expect? Well, I've identified that market structure is bearish, right? So we should be making lower highs and lower lows. So I'm expecting price not to go above here, and we should take out here. So now by determining my range, I'm not focused on all this or all this that's going on. I'm simply focused what is going on between my high and between my low. That's all I need to focus about. What is going on between here and between here? And because of market structure, I know we shouldn't break this and we should break this. So that is now my range sorted. So I have my market structure and I have my range. Perfect. Now I need to look for points of interest. So I want to look for points of interest within my range. That, okay, what am I looking for? Sells or I'm looking for buys? I know I'm looking for sells due to market structure. Where am I looking for sells between? Well, between this high and this low. Okay, what am I expecting? Am I expecting this high to be respected and for price to create a lower low? Sweet. Now, where's points of interest between my range? I can look for sells. Well, I see we have a lovely supply zone or an order block, whatever you want to call it, from here to here. So this is a great point of interest for me. What do we also have below it? We have a lot of liquidity resting just below this. So this is a great point of interest where I can expect price to tap into here and get a lower low. So perfect. I have a point of interest. So I have my market structure, lower highs, lower lows. I have my range between this high and between this low is now where I am focusing on. Everything else is noise. I have my point of interest. We have this lovely supply zone or bearish order block here. We have liquidity resting just below it. So this is even better. And now I look for lower time frame confirmation. So I'm not just going to short here randomly and pray that price comes down. No, I'm going to look for lower time confirmation that price does indeed want to work from here, because I'm not a fortune teller. Yes, this is all the things are lining up. All these first three checklists are lining up that we're going to tap into here and get a move lower. But again, we need that lower time frame confirmation. Otherwise, our thesis is invalid. I'm not just going to guess. So let's see what we do. Now we've tapped into here. I'm going to go on the lower time frame and see if we got that confirmation. Okay, perfect. I can see we got it, but I can't get into that in this video. So now I have my lower time frame confirmation. I can now successfully, we'll go back to where we were. Okay, so now we've tapped into, okay, perfect. We swept that liquidity. I'll move this here. We swept that liquidity. We tapped into our, so we've done our market structure, done our range, done our point of interest, and now we actually have officially got our lower time frame confirmation. So everything is telling me all my A+ checklist has been confirmed. So now I am very confident that I am on the right side of the market. I have a right entry and I should be making money. So I'm going to set my short position here, stop loss above this high, and I'm going to target the low. So that's a lovely 6-to-1 risk to reward. We get filled in, we respect our stop loss, and we make a 6-to-1 risk to reward. So just by following the A-star setup, all of this I had patience for. I didn't rush in just because I wanted to take a trade. No, I patiently waited for the market to give me my setup. I followed my checklist, and then and only then I took my entry, and it's worth it, right? It's not worth taking a loss here, taking a loss here, taking a loss here, and then finally getting that win. If you just follow your A+ checklist, you're gonna miss some small setups. That's fine, but you will get that big winning setup that will compound your account if you just wait for the A+ setup. Simple.